Hello, thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is I won't even say it's a review. This is my recap of Star on Fox tonight. Lee Daniels. Usually, I'm always like, what I'm saying? Fuck Tyler Perry when he agitates me. Even though I love Tyler Perry, because when I say fuck Tyler Perry, I honestly don't mean any disrespect. I'm going to have to say fuck Lee Daniels today. And again, not mean any disrespect on how I'm saying that. I mean, I watched Empire earlier and I kept saying, I don't know if I really like it. It was like missing something. And when I watched Star, I realized what I didn't get from Empire. The goddamn story is too slow. Like, it's too slow. It's just, I don't know if they talking too much. I don't know if they're not talking enough. I mean, I swear, I feel like it just took me 3 hours to watch that 1 hour worth of television. And that's not and I don't mean that in a good way. Sometimes there are shows where it seems like, oh my God, the show is taking forever to end. But it's a great long time. I mean, I felt like I couldn't wait for the hour to be over. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, oh my God, I felt like I was at work, and 1 hour was really 8 hours. That's what it felt like watching it. And, it was some good moments in it. There were a lot of good things that was revealed. Don't get me wrong. I just felt like it was very slow. It was just a slow, I was just like, some stuff to me was unnecessary. I mean, the whole episode could have really been like 20 minutes. Let me show you how quick it could have been. We see that Simone is no longer pregnant. We see Star still sleeping with men to get ahead. She just slept with the label head of their company because it's been 5 months and they ain't got no record deal. Is it 5 months everywhere? It was 5 months on Empire. It's 5 months on Star. I mean, we just trying to connect the dots between the two shows. Okay, I'm not even gonna say that, And even the beginning of the episode where we see Star dreaming about having a baby, and then Hunter mama come and take the baby, like, you took my son, I'm gonna take your baby. But I'm like, Star, you ain't even kill Hunter, so what you scared for, honey? You didn't take Hunter from that lady. I didn't understand that part. And I'm like, why is she having a baby when Alexis is supposed to be the one pregnant? Oh, then what happens? We find out Alexis is no longer pregnant. Alexis has had a miscarriage. And that Simone is in juvenile detention or some kind of program where she can get out during the day. Star still slutting it up. She slept with Mike Epps' character, was the head of her record label, just so that he can hear her music. Ain't there other ways to get to the record label head besides fucking them? I'm just saying. And then when he asked her after they didn't have sex, is you legal? Well, goddamn it, R. Kelly, it's too late now. You done already did it, okay? You done pissed on a girl. We know she underage, and it's goddamn gone 6 codes. So Mike Epps is not R. Kelly. You fucking girls were all asking the age when clearly I could have swore Star was not legal. Just saying, because if I recall, Star was still in foster care when she left. If I recall, when you still in foster care, well, I think she was almost 18. So had she had a birthday, she 18 now. But again, I'm just, it was just a slow. Who cares that it's 5 months later? It's 5 months later. We still ain't did nothing. We won Atlanta's Next Fest. But y'all ain't got no next album. We go from there to seeing how Carlotta trying to call Lucius to get the producer's deal. Oh, okay, here go the connection between the two things. It was just, we found out that High Heel, who was played by Benjamin Pratt, I think is his name. He was their manager last year when they first met, or last season. We found out that not only did Hunter and the fake Mexican, I'm a Mexican slave and I was sold and you saved me, I'm calling her a fake Mexican girl. So not only did the fake Mexican girl and Hunter get killed, we find out that High Heel was also killed too. That when he found the bodies at the end of season 1, the killer was still there. I'm going to say that for right now. I'm going to say something else later. So, and the killer shot him and he's dead. So, you know, it was just, it was so much and then nothing. It was so much and then nothing. You know, showing some, you know, Star going to pick up Simone because Simone was out here smoking weeds and not Carlotta, then lost custody because Simone ass can't stay sober. And my thing is, if you don't want to be in detention, if you don't want to be in the goddamn on system, stop smoking weed. Okay? Do that. Duh. But, you know, Star go get Carlotta and then they in the car. Carlotta. Star go get Simone and they in the car. And Simone and Star talking about Star being a hoe. Star like, oh yeah, I met where I lay with President last night. And she's like, you fucked him. You a hoe. And I'm admitting it. Now we quoting Mariah Lynn. Love and Hip Hop. Okay. I mean, again, it just frustrated me. Then you see Carlotta go to Mike Epps to say, hey, we need to hit, we need to do something. And he like, yeah, I met with Star last night. She get pissed. He like, yeah, I don't do that often. Yes, you do. You fuck young girls, you fuck your artists, whatever. And then he like, you know, we having a big meeting tomorrow. The label trying to cut all the bad acts and y'all the bad act. Y'all got till tomorrow to get us a new thing, a new great song. I mean, for me, the story was so slow. For me, I did not enjoy it. For me, I think I'm trying to figure out how to even give y'all a review without being angry or like how bored I mean, I was really upset that I was sitting there for 14 hours watching this damn 1 hour worth of television. It was just aggravating. You know, we see that Alex has had his miscarriage. Her and Derek, they're going to move in together. We know that Derek is paralyzed. We see, you know, Alex's mom, played by Naomi Campbell, is there, and she didn't help to bring her stuff to the house. And she like, you know, I know it's the Donald Trump era, but we're gonna have some class. You're not gonna use them dang on wire hangers. You're gonna use these velvet ones. I love velvet hangers me myself. I have like 100 velvet hangers. Well, maybe like 200 velvet hangers for my clothes. Anywho, so her mom does tell her a story like, you know, since the miscarriage, you know, all you've done is take care of Derek. You know, that's, you can't do that. You have to make yourself happy. You know, I try to make myself happy by making your father happy, and that is dropping to the bottom. Okay, we get it. And, you know, we see Cotton is out of jail. Okay, cool. I do like the fact that Cotton and Carlotta now have a close relationship. You know, when Cotton got off the bus, Carlotta embraced her, you know, her daughter. She talking to her back at the house. You know, she gave her, you know, high heels car since that's her dad. And, you know, we see a burn on her back. And she's like, oh, you know how, you know, were you okay in there? And she's like, well, my prison is still prison. They then show a scene. I'm going to say this is some other gay men. I'm like, does prisons have gay sections? Because, you know, when she was in her cell and they showed someone throw acid on her back, I could have swore they ran off. And I'm not trying to be offensive. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, girl. You know, some gay guys. Some gay, feminine guys. I'm like, do they have a gay section in prison? I've never been to prison. You know, I don't know. But I'm like, is it a gay part? Because then she was like, I want to be in the men's side. I'm looking like, well, damn it. What side is you on if you're not on the men's side? I mean, I think you still have a penis. But I'm like, but is it weird because if Cotton has tits, she look like a girl. Is it fair to put her in there with the guys? I mean, wouldn't that make her get raped? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how that goes. Anywho, you know, we see that she goes to General Pop with the regular guys, and they like, you look like a snack. One guy say. The next guy, he all licking his tongue out like he gonna eat her pussy. I'm looking like, but she ain't got a pussy, she got a dick. So you want to eat pussy, you want to suck dick. Let me know which one you want to do, because I was confused. You know, and then as she walk into her permanent cell, you know, Khaled's song, send me your location, let's focus on communicating. As that song is playing, she walked into her cell, and there was a sexy man in the cell. And he was like, you know, welcome home. And he was like, yeah, welcome home. Well, okay then. Was you the perfect roommate for her? Did you want her? Because she looked like a her. Cotton is a man, but she looks like a female. Let's be honest. But I'm like, y'all gonna just play, location because his new location was a prison, and he was home. Okay, I'm sorry, political, proper nouns. So they having a come home party for Cotton, but it was the most awkward party I've ever seen in my life because you have Derek's uncle who walk up and he don't like people who are transgender clearly because when he see Cotton and Cotton's friends, he like, nephew, what the fuck is this shit? Basically meaning, what you got me here for with all these different kind of folk that you know I don't fuck with. My thing is, I'm tolerable to gay, homosexual, transsexual, lesbians, the LGBT, ABCFD. I get that. Everybody else don't. So my thing is, I do believe that if you're going to invite someone to a party who might not be okay with that, you should let them know. Like, hey, it might be, some transgender people there. So if you're going to be uncomfortable, you might not want to come. Because what happens is your uncle who don't vibe with that ain't going to be quiet. And he loudly said, what the fuck is this shit? I'm going in the house. And he walked away. Okay, he went away into the house. He was not with it. And even as they sitting there, it got even more weird because Cotton talking about how he robbed old boy for 20 grand, got to pay it back, and then Bruce asked Derek how it feel to not be able to walk, and Derek like, what the fuck kind of question is that, bruh? How it feel to be a freak? Well, damn, that's kind of rude. Is he a freak because he gay, or is he a freak because he calls himself Miss Bruce and he a man? Because I don't know. Yeah. It was an awkward ass situation. We then see Simone. She on the side of the goddamn house smoking weed with their grandma and Alex's mama eating chicken. Now I'm just, it was just too much going on in this goddamn episode. And then you grandma drunk smoking weed with the girl who not supposed to be smoking weed because she's in the goddamn facility for kids who not supposed to be smoking. Carlotta come and she found that she and Carlotta pissed off. And she like, if your ass wasn't drunk, I'll fuck you up. And God was like, step back, bitch. Don't get your ass kicked. I'm looking like, not all the old folks gonna be fighting. It go from that to Carlotta, Simone, Alex, and Star at the table just talking. Simone saying how Star don't care about nothing besides being famous. She don't care about being a hoe. And then Star saying, well, you don't care about nothing because you still smoking weed. And they say, well, you've been different since Hunter died. It was so many fucks of that conversation that I didn't give. I mean, you don't know how to give more fucks that you don't have. And I had no fucks to give. I mean, again, it was just so slow. I was just like, why is it taking forever for this thing to go off? So as they're sitting there talking, the damn cop walking in, talking about Star, I need you to come down to the station and talk. And why does he do that? Because Hunter, drug addict ass mama, then went down there, then pulled up Star's juvie record, which is supposed to be sealed. When you have a juvie record, it's supposed to be sealed. But her ass and found it, gave it to the cop, and talking about she a killer, and she didn't just kill. Who didn't she just kill? She didn't just kill her sister's stepfather, her sister's foster parent. And, but I'm like, how the fuck did she get Star's juvenile record? But we're not gonna get into that. We're gonna leave it alone. So Star is then they're talking to the cop, and the cop is insinuating she was crazy, she was a stalker, and she was fucking with him, and maybe she'd kill her because of something she did when she was 12. And he like, we have proof that you beat him up. But you don't have any proof of, you never filed a complaint about him beating you up. And she's like, what I do got is pictures of him every time he beat me. And she put out the pictures of her phone that she took of her bruises every time he beat her. And she's like, and I also have the recordings of the voicemails he left me admitting that he beat me and apologizing for it. And the only reason I even released it is because he dead, and me releasing it won't hurt him. So I haven't said anything. It's like, what I did when I was 12, I did what I did to survive. So, how about that for veracity? I like that thing. I'll admit that. It was her admitting to what she's been through and what she was able to overcome. I get that scene. So, that one I won't get too mad about. But the girls having to get a hit in one day They in the studio and they got writer's block. So Carlotta like, y'all should go out, get loose, you know what I'm saying, get some ideas to go do what it do. They go to the club with Cotton and another person, and Luke James, old sexy ass Johnny Gill looking my ass come walking through like the second sexy thing he is. But he's not playing himself and he ain't playing Johnny Gill. He's playing a whole new musical character who's a singer and a producer. And so Star like, oh, he's a producer. We should go meet with him and try to get him to produce our record. And my thing is, that ain't even how it happened in real life. You don't, I mean, it can happen on accident. You know what I'm saying? But it was too predictable. It was too like, really? Okay. So then she go over to him and offer him a damn bottle of champagne in exchange for him to listen to her album while he getting a goddamn on ass lap dance from a stripper. First of all, if I was a stripper and a girl told me, can you move? I'd be like, bitch, you don't pay my bills. I don't come to your job at the goddamn hair salon and say, stop washing hair. Don't you come be telling me to stop shaking my ass, okay? I'm making my money. Why they at a strip club, okay? But are they in Atlanta? I can't fucking remember because I was so just bored with the hour-longness of the show. But, you know what I'm saying? He thinking they there to fuck him. So he like, you know, y'all ain't gotta act like that. We can go have sex. It's cool. So you just offering random bitches in the club you did? Now you Kevin Hart? You just fucking strangers? That's not nice. My point is, you offering strangers in the club your dick. And then when Star and Alex say no, Star like, right, we're not gonna fuck him, right, Alex? Why you offering up Alex's pussy? What? He basically don't bite. They walk away. Alex here beat. You hear that? I'm inspired. They go home and write whatever, and they calling Simone like, we got this beach or park gonna be great. We can't wait to get it done. And Simone like, look, I just need y'all to hurry up and get me the fuck out of here, okay? Because she at this damn overnight juvenile facility place, and she ain't even for it. So when she got the phone, who come in? Big Bertha and Skinny Bertha. Big Bertha and Skinny Bertha come in. First of all, bitch, you ain't knocked. Don't walk into my cell. The one thing I ain't gonna be is no pussy ass person in prison. If I'm in jail, if I'm in juvenile, I'm gonna be the baddest bitch there. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with me. You ain't taking my goddamn cornbread. So Big Bertha and Skinny Bertha come in and they like, we know who you is. Run them shoes. Bitch, what? Whose shoes? My shoes? We gotta fight. First of all, why Big Bertha and Skinny Bertha free at night? Why they not in their room, high small in her goddamn room? And then Skinny Bertha pulled out a big ass butcher knife. This is my thing. How did she got that big ass knife in there? I mean, if it would have been a smaller knife, I would have been like, okay, cool. She had a big, the knife for me was unrealistically big for where they were. Okay? I'm just saying that. I mean, I know people sneak stuff in, but wouldn't you want a small knife? You know what I'm saying? But why such a big knife? That aggravated my soul. You know what I'm saying? It was just stupid. So they record the song. I'm gonna say the song was called Badass Bitches because it was a song about being a bad bitch. They went and performed for Mike Epps' character, who was their label head. Now I always say this: the visuals was banking. Like the visual of the video of the Bad Bitches Anthem of 2017 that they did on Star, I like the visuals. I like the whole concept of it being like a Mediterranean outback. You know, it was a different whole feel. It wasn't like ghetto ratchet. Well, it was, you know. It reminded me like Bollywood, like, you know, Dubai. You know, that kind of feel is what I got of it. Badass visuals. Love the visuals. The song would be a club banger because everybody in the club love, I'm a bad bitch, I'm a bad bitch this, I'm a bad bitch that. So the young kids were like that. Whatever. However, we see that Mike Epps' character is no longer the dang on label head. He has been fired. So he like, you know, that would have been good. I like the song, but y'all too late. You know what I'm saying? They fired me. It's a new president, and she's a real bitch. She's a real bad bitch. Okay, whatever. As this scene is going, one, we see Cotton is back to the strip clubs. And the manager's like, yeah, go up in the room, somebody waiting on you, they requested you. And he's like, yeah, who was it requested me? She's like, he's in there, go in there. Cotton go in there, who is it? It's her Asian persuasion lover who she was in jail for, who probably reported her ass for stealing all his money. And he like, hey baby, I heard you was out. Bitch, what? You sent me to prison. All the way to prison. Not to juvenile detention. Not the county jail. Prison. If I was your baby, you could have dropped them goddamn charges on me. Bitch. So, she slapped his ass. And she leaves. So, we see that. The next thing we see is Alex is in the bed with Derek. Derek is like, we're always talking about me. We should talk about you too. You never want to talk about the miscarriage. And she's like, let's not talk about that. Be like, okay. They start kissing. She started taking her hand, go down a little bit south, and I'm pretty sure that she was grabbing his dick. And he was like, don't do that. So as we see for Alex, she don't want to talk about the miscarriage. And we see for Derek, he don't want her touching his dick because he's paralyzed. So I'm pretty sure that's, I don't know if he's paralyzed. Well, I think he must be paralyzed from the waist down. So maybe his dick don't work. But I'm like, but if his dick don't work and he don't feel nothing from, below his waist, how did he know what she was touching? How you tell somebody to stop touching something that you can't feel? That's just, I don't know. So, and she's like, okay, it's okay. It'll be fine. And we see her, and then she has a flashback, and she's saying to herself, I can't believe I'm having an abortion. So, yep. We find out that the reason that Alex does not want to speak about her miscarriage is because she didn't have a miscarriage. She told them she had a miscarriage, but she really had an abortion. And she probably did it because, one, the child's father is now, paralyzed. I'm in a girl group. I'm trying to have my career. And the baby will just stop all that right now. So I think she made her own choice. Two things happened after that. It's going to wrap this shit on up. We see Star go to Hunter Memorial. Updates his mom. Comes there in the same dress the mom has on. And she looks better than the mom, whatever. And she's like, look out for Bad Trouble, whatever the name of the girl group is. We have a new album coming out. And Hunter mom looking around like, this bitch trying me. What is she here for? What are you here for? Are you not entertained? Is what I just had in my head. That's what I thought was being said. Anywho, she pulled her to the side. And she was like, I know you're the one who killed my son. And I'll make you pay her, whatever she's saying. And then Star like, look, I know you the one, you think I did it. I wish I did it, but I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? We know you raised a monster. So, leave me alone before I expose what he did. And she's like, well, I pulled your Doobie record. So, again, it was some back and forth bullshit that we didn't care about. So, that was that. The last scene we see is, remember it was Star crossover with Empire. And we see Jamal is visiting Carlotta because Lucius can't come because Lucius ain't got no damn memory. And basically, he is introducing her to their new label head, Ayana, who's played by Michael Michelle, who played on New York Undercover. That's the last thing I remember her for. She played Malik Yoba's girlfriend, and Ice-T killed her on New York Undercover. I don't know if anyone who's watching this is old enough to remember New York Undercover from the 2000s or whatever. But yeah, she is the new label head, Ayana. She is very much so a bitch. She's like, I know who you are. I know you was a singer back in the day. I know you managed a group that's on my label. I don't like being set up. I know you had Jamal set this up so that you can meet me. I don't like that. You can call the office and make an appointment with my assistant. Bye, bitch. It's basically what it was. And as Carlotta is leaving out, you see on the news they found the murderer, supposedly, of High Heel, Hunter, and the fake Mexican girl. So Carlotta looking at it, and she's just like shaking her head, and then it flashes to, High Heel at the murder scene and seeing his nephew and the girl, and he's like, oh my God. And then when he stands up, the murderer is now pointing a gun to him, and then he looks at the murderer and kind of gets shot, and then they show who killed him, and it's actually Carlotta. And I said, finally, what the fuck? Again, the episode was so slow to build up to that end. I don't know if I can review this show every week because I don't know if I can take the bullshit of it. I hope the next episode speeds up. I hope it is not as slow as this episode was. I pray it's not, because I just can't. I can't, Lord. I cannot. So, I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. I hope you guys enjoyed. Put your comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, people. Peace.